Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to give you an assignment which is based on using scanner class and solving the leap year problem in Java. So let's get started. As part of this assignment, you need to write a Java program which intakes year as an input from the user. While running the code, the user can input the year into this program, and whatever the year entered by the user or inputted by the user into the program, whether that year is a leap year or not, we need to write the logic in this program. Okay, and to make your journey kind of easier in writing this particular Java program, I have given the some clues also. Okay, using this explanation, you can easily write the Java program for this problem. That is, user will enter a year. Okay, any year. For example, 1923 is an year, right? Using the scanner class, we have to input into the program. That's first thing. After the year got inputted into the program, we have to check what do we call an year as a leap year generally. You need to understand this. Okay, if you understand this, you will understand. If that year is divisible by 400 directly, okay, if you are giving an year, inputting an year, and if that year is directly divisible by 400, that means the remainder after dividing that particular year by 400, if you are getting the remainder as 0, then automatically that is a leap year. Or the second case is that year that you are entering is divisible by 4. Okay, if it is divisible by 4, it should not be divisible by 100. Okay, that is the second case. What is the second case? If I am able to divide that particular year by 4 at same time also by 100, then it's not a leap year. If it is divisible by 4 but not by 100, then it is a leap year. And third combination, that is, it is divisible by 400, divisible by 4, and divisible by 100 also. Third case, all the three are successful. We can divide the number or year by 400, we are getting remainder as 0. We are dividing the year by 4 and getting the remainder as 0. We are dividing the year by 100, still we are getting the remainder as 0. In that case, automatically it is a leap year, guys. If it is divisible by 400, no matter what, these things doesn't matter. Okay, if a particular year is divisible by 400 and resulting in a remainder 0, straightforward, no matter about whether it is divided by 4 or 100, a remainder 0, it doesn't matter there. Okay, if a particular year is directly straightforward divided by 400 is getting the remainder as 0, automatically it is a leap year, no matter, you don't have to compare the remaining things. But what if a year is not divisible by 400, but if it is divisible by 4, then it should not be divisible by 100, so that it will be a leap year. Got it? Fine. Anyhow, I'll explain with different examples. Okay. So first you write the program by yourself, guys. You understood the logic, right? You give these examples like 2024 you give as an input to this program. It should print as leap year. If you input 1900 as a input to this program, it should print it is not a leap year. If I am giving 2000 as an input to this program as an year, okay, then it should print leap year. So if your Java code that you have written for finding whether in taking year as a input and finding out whether that inputted year is a leap year or not, if you are getting the same output for these 3 years, if after inputting, then you are good to go. And also you can pause this video, solve this Java program, and once you are done, you can resume this video so that you can see my solution. Hoping that you have done writing this Java program. Now you can resume this video, guys. I'm going to give you a solution. Okay, with the detailed explanation, I'll give you the solution for this problem. I'll switch to the Eclipse IDE, and here I'm going to create a new class. I'll just name this class as demo6 or demo7. 6 is already there, 7 with main method. Okay, and inside this main method, I'm going to first create an object for the scanner class. Scanner is equal to new scanner, and inside the constructor we have to provide system.in. Now we have to import this scanner from java.util package. After that, here write a print statement asking the user from the output to enter any year. Enter any year. Like this, I'll ask the user to enter any year. So that entered year by the user to get accepted in the program, I'll be writing this code scanner dot next int. Okay, I'll accept like this. Scanner dot next int. In integer format, I'll accept. Int year is equal to like that, I'll say. After that, I need to write the logic now. Once I accept or intake the input as an year from the user, Okay, then what is the next thing that I will do? I will just find out whether this particular year inputted by the user into this program is a leap year or not. There are two rules, right? First rule is that if the year is divided by 400 and if the remainder is resulting in 0, automatically that is a leap year. So I'll write the logic like this. If year modulus 400 is equal to 0, automatically this is a leap year, right? If system.out.println leap year, I'll simply print leap year. Else not a leap year. Like this, I'll write a program, not a leap year. But there is one more condition also, guys. Okay, not a leap year, not a leap year. There is one more condition also. Some situations, the year is directly divided by 400 is resulting in the remainder 0. Straightforward, that is a leap year, no matter. We don't have to check any other condition, guys. Okay, if a particular year is, divided by 400, giving the remainder as 0, automatically that is a leap year. Whether it is divided by 400, doesn't matter in this case. Okay, or or if the or if the year is divided by 4 and resulting in 0, then that same year which is divided by 4 resulting in the remainder as 0 should not be, when divided by when divided by 100, should not result in 0 as a reminder. If it is divided by 4 and resulting in the remainder 0, then the same year which is passing this condition should not pass this condition. On dividing by 100, the same year which is divided by 4 is not equal to 0. It should not be equal to 0. Then only either this condition should match or this condition should match. Okay, I'll just put this in circular brackets just to make it more better and readable. So if a particular year is divided by 4 and the remainder is coming as 0, then we have to check whether the same year which is giving the remainder as 0 on dividing by 4 is giving 0 on dividing by 100 as a reminder. Okay, if it is giving, then it's not a leap year. That's what I mean to say. Okay, if the year is divided by 4, but when the year is divided by 4 and giving the remainder as 0, and the same year divided by 100 and giving the remainder 0, that is not a leap year. What is a leap year? When that particular year is divided by 4 and giving the remainder as 0, and the same year, when you divide it by 100, should not give the remainder as 0 on dividing. Then it is a leap year. Or other case. Other case is that if the year is divided by 400, should give the remainder as 0. Straightforward, without considering any of these cases, it is a leap year. And there is another condition where it is divided by 4, remainder 0, divided by 100, remainder is 0, divided by 400 also remainder is 0. Then it is a leap year. Why? Because this condition doesn't matter here. Why? Because if a particular year is divided by 400 and giving the remainder as 0, automatically it is a leap year, whether it is divided by 4 giving remainder 0, divided by 100 giving remainder 0, doesn't matter in this case. Only matters is if it is directly divided by 400 and giving the remainder 0, automatically with no other means it is a leap year. This condition doesn't matter. This condition only matters when if it is divided by 4 giving remainder 0, then the same year should not be resulting in 0 on dividing by 100. Then it is a leap year. Okay, fine. So this case only applies when the year is not divided by 400. Okay, when you are dividing the year by 400 and if it is not resulting in 0 as a reminder, then this we have to enforce. Like we have to check whether that particular year is divided by 4 giving reminder 0. Then it should not get reminder as 0 on dividing by 100. Then it is a leap year. Okay, understood, right? Fine. So try to put more efforts into understanding this, guys. You'll understand. With three cases, I'll explain. With three cases, I'll explain in this. So when I run this code, I'll just minimize this here. So you can see the output properly. Right click run as Java application. Here enter any year. First input I am giving to check whether the program is working fine or not is 2024. 2024. Is 2024 a leap year or not? Let's find out. So can I divide this 2024 by 400? Will it result in 0? By looking at this number, you can clearly state that when I divide this 2024 by 400, it will not give the remainder as 0. It will give some remainder, guys. Okay. So this part is gone. This will result in false. This part of the if block is a if condition resulting in false. False or, and the next condition we have to check. Year modulus 4 is equal to 0. Can I divide this 4 6 are 24 and this is divisible by 4. Okay, when I divide this particular year by 4, we are getting the remainder as 0. This part is false, but this part is true and when I divide this number by 100, will it give me the remainder 0? You see? You can clearly by looking at the number itself tell that when I divide this particular number by 100, I'll get the remainder as 24 or something, right? So this is becoming false. True and false will become true and false will become what? Is it a, oh sorry, just give me a second. Here divided by 4, remainder 0. Divided by 100, you will not get the remainder as 0. Here not equal to 0. This is true and this is also true, right? Not equal. Opposite operation is there. It's not equal. It's not equal to 0. It's not equal to. Yes. Okay. Here modulus 100 is not equal to 0. It's is equal to 24. So this is also true. This is also true. True and true is true. Then this is false. False or true will become true and it will print leap year. So this is a leap year should be printed. Leap year got printed. Again, let me run again with second input. So that first example that I have taken like 2024 is not divisible by 400, but divisible by 4 and not divisible by 100. That's why it is a leap year. Even though it's not divisible by 400, we cannot rule out that this is a leap year. We cannot rule out. Okay. So what we have to see is on we'll try to divide the same year by 4 and getting the remainder 0, then divided by 100, not getting the remainder 0. So we can consider this as a leap year. If it is divisible by 4, but not by 100, it is a leap year. Another case, second case, divisible by 4 but not by 100 is a leap year. Okay, even though divisible by 400 is not possible, but the second condition is satisfying, right? That's why 2024 is a leap year. Second one, 1900. Okay, if I enter 1900 here, let's see, can I divide this 1900 by 400? 4 5 is 20. 2000 is fine, but 1900 will give a reminder, guys. Okay, I'll get the remainder as 100 here, not 0. So this is becoming false. So I have to check the next one. I have to check the next one. Can I divide this by 4? 1900 can be divided with 4 or not? 4 for the 16, 30. Okay, 30 will come. 4 sevens are 28. 20, 4 5 are 20. Yes. When I divide this 1900 by 4, I'm getting the remainder as 0. This is true. What about this part? When I divide this particular number by 100, yes, 19 times I can divide and you'll get the 0. But here, this is true, but this is becoming false because the remainder is 0. 0 not equal to 0 is false. True and false will become false. This is also false. This side is also false. 400 I'm not able to divide. So this is false. False or false will become false and not a leap year will be printed for this number. Done? Next one. Next one is 2000. I'll run the code again with 2000 input. So when I divide this by 400, 5 times, remainder 0 is coming. It doesn't matter whether this is what will happen. It doesn't matter. Okay. But we can still check. This part is true anyhow. This part is true anyhow. Okay. This is resulting in true. So definitely it is a leap year already confirmed, but we'll check this side also. When I divide this 4, yes, it also remainder 0. 100, remainder 0. Both the conditions are getting satisfied. So here, this is true and this is 0 not equal to 0 is false. 0 true and false will become false, but here true is there. But here true is there. True or false will become true or false will become true. So it is a leap year. Okay? It is a leap year. Hope you got this right. Hope you understood this right. With these three examples, you should understand this logic and when can we consider any year as leap year or not, you should understand. Hope guys you got the solution for this problem. If you also have written the code in the same way as mine, you are good to go. Otherwise, you can correct your original program that you have written and do the modification so that you will get to this kind of point where the program should work for all the three inputs, which will satisfy all the three conditions. Okay, three situations. Fine. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.